Hello and welcome to Crypto with Crayola, part of our tokenomics educational channel. Just a little housekeeping before we get started. We are not financial advisors. We do not give financial advice. This is purely for education only. We have videos that will walk you through different aspects, coins. There's Professor Peter and Crypto Corey that do educational videos as well. Please check them out. If you would subscribe to our channel, like our videos, comment on our videos. If you want to get notified, click the bell. Thank you so much. Let's get started. So this episode is called Say What? Say what? So that's what I want to talk about, is the language of crypto. You know, as you can see in the background, the NFT, the blockchain, the coin, sometimes when you're listening to our tokenomics and Professor Peter gets going on some of his, spiels and whatnot, it's like trust wallets and exchanges and NFTs and HODL, HODL HOLD. But did you guys hear the story behind HODL?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was an incorrect spelling of hold, and it just took off from there. So it went from hold to HODL HOLD, however you want to pronounce it. But
exactly.
HODL, because it was a couple of letters were inverted.
Yeah, it was just a little a spelling mistake that took on a whole new meaning. All right, I'm gonna just open up my trust wallet here for a second. And another lingo part of the crypto world is the names of the coins. I mean, seriously, kucoin, Doge, Safe Moon, and one of my favorite, Aqua Goat. Like, hello? Like, what is that about?
Yeah, and one thing you have to look at too is some of these now that have the really odd names, or what Professor Peter has been teaching about, is deflationary coins. So that in itself to me seems so separate from what you start out with, which would be your Bitcoin, your USDT, which is the US dollar tether, that coin, or USDC. So it's almost like two separate worlds right there within the crypto world.
The crypto world. Exactly.
You, in that sentence, Candace, you use the word token and coin. And I know when I first came into this space, what's the difference? To me at the time, they were interchangeable. Some people called things coins and some called them tokens. And of course, now we know they're two totally separate entities.
Yeah. And utility is another language. Utilities are your gas and your power and your phone, but utility in the crypto world is the use of the coin or the use of the token. Does it have a use, or is it just have no use? Is there what is its purpose? And I always look at like the tokens. I was trying to explain it to my sister, and a token, it's kind of like a share in the company. It's like being a part of the company, having a little bit of ownership in the company is holding those tokens. HODL, exactly. Hodling the tokens.
Throw the entertainment factor out there.
There's the entertainment part. Exactly. And something else, what we're going to talk about in our next video is getting started with the actual meat of signing up to different exchanges and getting your wallets and stuff like that. And another term you're going to hear is KYC. What's KYC?
Is that
guys?
Like chicken? KFC?
KFC, that's right. The Colonel? The Colonel Sanders?
Colonel?
Extra like crispy, please. Yeah. Sharona, tell us, what's KYC?
KYC stands for Know Your Client or Know Your Customer.
Yep.
K for know, Y for your, C for customer or client. That's for the company who you're dealing with to know for sure that you're a real person, that you are who you say you are. You're not just, we'll often see I'm not a robot because they want to know you're a real person. So that's what KYC is. And it, depending on the company, it involves, the basics, your full name, your address, potentially your birth date, potentially your social security or social insurance number. It also involves sending copies of some kind of picture ID with your address on it. Could be your driver's license, might be passport, other government issued ID. Because, and this is, although you might think it's a PITA, pain in the butt, it's actually for your own protection and the protection of the company. They want to make sure they're dealing with real people and not, having their system abused as well. And there's often time in between when you submit your stuff and waiting for it to be approved. So it's all part of it. And patience is a huge, huge part of working in the crypto world. Whether it's waiting for a transfer to happen, a purchase to happen, waiting for your KYC documents to be approved.
Approval.
It's all part of it.
Yeah.
We're playing in the big games now. This is the big league.
When I worked in the bank, there was KYC. You have to know your customer. It's in any type of, financial aspect of the world, to make sure you know your customer, because then there's all kinds of the fraud, that kind of stuff. So
yeah, and like
the security is important.
Yeah, and like you said, with the bank, when you go in, you would flip out your driver's license to prove you are who you are. And of course now they have biometrics. They have the fingerprint you can do, or thumbprint, you can do that. So and it I haven't been anywhere where I had to do my eyes yet.
Your phone, my new iPhone, it has face recognition.
Face
And
recognition.
even some of my apps that I have, you've got your MetaMask, and you've got your Pancake Swap, and you've got all these different kinds of things. You enable your Face ID on your phone so that it can recognize you by that.
Yeah.
So,
and my phone I use right there for my fingerprint.
yeah,
I can log in with that.
Exactly.
So yeah, security is very important. It does seem kind of scary at first when you first start getting into this and you ask yourself, why do they want my driver's license? Why would they want that? Why would they have to have some mail with my name and my address on it? But you have to have these verifications. And again, like I said, you just equate it to a bank, and which is what we've all grown up doing. So
exactly.
So I guess for today's word, we'll go with the acronym KYC. So
I don't know. I like HODL.
No, you like HODL? Okay, so we'll give them two. So when you go out and Google today, Google KYC and Google HODL. HODL.
All righty. Until next time, this has been Crypto with Crayola. With the Canabama girls.
Our tokenomics.
Our tokenomics. And Digi.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.